At first glance, this Casablanca Delta II may seem plebey, common, and boring, but I'm here to show you it's not. First of all, note the 5-speed choke knob on the side of the switch housing. Second, note the cane inserts on each of the blades. And third, note the potentiometer on the bottom of the light kit. Hey friends, how's it going? Today we're going to be taking a look at a Casablanca Delta II in polished brass that utilizes the rather uncommon Slumber 5 control system. And another thing about this fan is that it has one of those famous dimmable K4S's, hence the potentiometer coming out of the bottom. And it also has cane blades, which is pretty cool. This ceiling fan is from May of 1985. 1985, as most of you probably know, is the only year that the Slumber 5 control system was utilized for Casablanca fans. I got this ceiling fan a few months back, and while it came 100% complete, it did give me a handful of problems. First of all, on the dimmable K4S, one of the little light kit arms broke off, which was just great. I attempted to glue it back on with Gorilla Glue, but as you guys probably know, especially with K4S's, once one of the arms breaks off, putting it back on is next to impossible. So probably what I'm eventually going to do is just take another K4S and put the dimmable potentiometer inside of that one. But until then, I might as well just do this. Just, do some slight patchwork and glue it back on. And that is also the reason I don't have shades on here, is because I feel that would weigh it down too much and just completely rip it out. Also, when I was trying to put a downrod into this fan originally came with a 2-foot long spiral downrod, by the way, which was nice, but obviously I can't install it using that. When I tried to put a downrod into it, the lag bolts bent and snapped off. One of them snapped off, one of them bent, and I was able to very carefully take it back out before that one snapped in there too. So it's only being hung by 2 of the lag bolts in the downrod coupler, which should be fine. It's probably not going to fall or anything. 2's probably enough to hold it. So what I did was, for the other 2 remaining, I put in the shorter type, because as most of you probably know, there are longer lag bolts for downrod couplers and shorter ones, and this one came with longer ones, but for some reason the shorter ones worked better. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so now we will go ahead and demonstrate this fan. There is the light, and that is at full brightness. There it is, dimmed a little bit. The system is a little wonky, so bear with me. And it also does emit a little bit of a buzzing. Anyway, so now we'll go ahead and demonstrate the fan. So the first speed stalls out. It just simply doesn't work. And I assume that is because either the Slumber 5 flex circuit is going bad in this fan, as considering how intricate and complicated they are, it's not like they could have been that overly reliable. And furthermore, the bearings are pretty rough in this fan, so that might also be a contributing factor. But yes, the fan just completely stalls out on the first speed, so that's absolutely fucking lovely. Anyways, now we'll take it up to the second speed. It's barely going, but Now it actually, it's just barely getting itself going. Before, when I spun it, it stalled out, but now it's just barely sustaining itself, so I guess the bearings just needed some time to break in after the fan had been taken down for a few months. Anyways, now I'll take it up to speed 2. Yeah, perhaps speed 1 will start to work once the bearings are broken in once again. And the bearings will start to make some grinding and hissing noises as well, as I just said, they are pretty rough. Right now I'll take this guy to speed 3. And when inching up the speed from here on out, I might need to turn the fan off, as the click knob is so close to where the blades are that getting my finger in there to change it without them getting caught in the rotation is going to be next to impossible. So yeah, so the bearing noise is becoming very pronounced here. Now we'll take it to the 4th speed. Thankfully the fan is pretty well balanced, if it has one thing in its favor other than all the rare accessories. Yeah, because I do like this fan because it's Slumber 5, it has cane blades, and it's my first dimmable K4S, but it also has a lot of points against it because the bearings are pretty trashed, one of the arms on the K4S broke off, and the bolts to the downrod coupler were giving me hell earlier, so yeah. Does have a few things against it as well. Okay, now let's take it to the 5th speed. High. And I was able to intricately get my fingers onto the choke knob without hurting them or getting them pinched, thankfully. Putting off a nice breeze on high speed. And the sound of the wind being blown around is also pretty much drowning out the bearing noise, which is nice. And there you go. A polished brass Casablanca Delta II with Slumber 5, cane blades, and a dimmable K4S. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.